What is up, YouTube? Good morning. It is currently it is currently 6:57 Sunday, April 19th. And this morning I've got to swim. Now, in this moment, I'm not really looking forward to that swim just because it's been an entire week since I've been in the lap pool, and I feel like I'm gonna be super rusty, but I'm taking it one step at a time. Weeks get busy and you just gotta adjust and adapt. And that'll be the word of the day. Maybe I'll find a quote on the way to the gym, but you know, when you get hit with change and you have to adjust, just adapt, get used to it, and move on. So, at this point, it is 6:59. I would have hoped to be at the gym by 7 because that's when they open. But I'm going to slam this and I will talk more when I get into the car, because at this point I just want to get to the gym and get started. So I will see you guys in the car. Peace. What is up, YouTube? Right now it's 7:17. Officially late. That is okay. You know how I said in the last video where certain people think certain times are late? Any time past 7 a.m., especially when the gym opens, I consider that as late, but that's okay. I got into the car not realizing that I didn't have my towel, and then I realized that I also didn't have my duffel bag, and my duffel bag has my swim cap and my goggles, so I had to go back into the house 2 times. That's okay though. That is okay. But anyways, we made it to the car. I'm headed to the gym right now, and it looks like I am gonna get there around 7:30 on the dot. You know, and we are doing it. Now, with that being said, I can't believe I didn't mention this in my last video, but I totally forgot. Didn't think to mention it in my last video much, but I just turned 27. Unk status. Now, you guys might be wondering, if anyone even cares, what'd you do for your birthday? Well, I worked that night, I think I had already mentioned, and then we drove 2 hours away to pretty much have breakfast in a new area, and it was good. Came back and just spent the day chilling with the girlfriend and the kids, so it was great. Can't complain. But fast forward, now that I'm 27, damn, old guy status. Now I can kind of talk about my age and what I've learned as I go to the gym and as I prep for my first Ironman 70.3. I totally forgot to mention in the beginning of the video that this is part 2 of being 23 weeks out, filmed super late on Sunday, April 19th. So part 1 of 23 weeks out, part 1 of T-23 weeks out was filmed just yesterday. So you guys are getting you guys are pretty much getting 3 whole long form YouTube videos in 2 days, because that's on me for uploading my second part of T-24 weeks out pretty late. Anyways, on to the most important part. I'm on my way, go for a swim. I'm not really looking forward to it as much because it is super cold, super windy, and it's raining. I think it's like 40 degrees too, so that's not helping. But hey, that just means I won't be able to run outside or bike today because it looks like it's going to be raining and cold and windy all day today. So the one thing I can do is swim. And I've been lifting weights all week, so there's no point in like going and lifting weights. I mean, maybe I might after, who knows. But to the most important part is being 27 and what I've learned. And now that I'm 27, what have I learned? I think that if there was one thing I learned about being 26, or even just in my 20s in general, I think it's to embrace the journey and take risk. I think that right now I am at an age where I just feel like I have so much left in the tank and so much room to try, and I have so much eagerness to just try. And I've always wanted to do this social media thing and stay consistent with it, but I never had anyone around me that really pushed me to want to do social media or just try it. I've always been that source of motivation for myself, so I had gone on and off, and I've always been interested and kind of infatuated by social media and seeing people make a living out of it, and I wanted to try it. So when I was in college, I wanted to do social media, and I wanted to give it a shot because I had a lot of time. I was still living at home with my parents, and I started it, and then I met my girlfriend, and then I took a break, and then I wanted to get back into it. Didn't really know how to get back into it, but I did it. Didn't stay really consistent because then I lost my job, and then I came back to it, and here we are. Now I'm prepping for my first Ironman, and I feel like I've been way more consistent than I've ever been. And it's been, I was just talking to my girlfriend about it yesterday. It's been, in about a day, it'll be 25 days of doing this consistently. 25 days. And I'm really proud of myself for that, because I've been able to grow a little bit on social media, and we've been building a platform and a community on here. So I feel way more proud of what we're building, and staying consistent has, and I've been able to see the reward of staying consistent. Before, I would only post on TikTok, and now I've gotten into getting over that fear of posting long form YouTube videos and shorts every single day. I think with posting on Instagram, like, I've just stuck to posting stories on there. So if you guys do want to follow me on Instagram, it's my same at Jesse V. Duran. And it's really cool to see the results from staying consistent. And I really hope you guys are enjoying either those YouTube shorts. Hopefully that provides some inspiration to get up in the morning and give it a shot. Give an early morning routine a shot. Or if you have the same early morning routine and it provides some comfort that you're not the only one, then I'm doing my job and I'm doing my service of trying to inspire another person or give reassurance that you're not the only one. So with that being said, in my 20s, I want to leave my mark. I want to at least try this. And I think I've found that itch. And I think I've gone through enough experience in going back and forth on what I should do on social media, what I should post, how I should do it. And I think I've just accepted and come to terms with knowing that it's all just gonna take being consistent, just like anything else. And I would say that in my 20s leading up to being 27 is something that I've kind of always done. I've always just known how to stay consistent as something I care about, and never really took a step back to realize that, but just like anyone else, I'm sure everybody else is consistent in something that they care about. And something that I really care about is being of service to other people. And I guess I realized that at this age, that at the ripe age of 27, is that I want to serve people. And if that's providing some inspiration through stuff like this or anyone around me, I think that I act the way I act, and I do wake up early and all of that for a reason. And I really want to leave my mark being at 27. Being at 27, I want to leave my mark and try to make a difference through this. So yeah, I think that's my 2 cents this morning. It's kind of funny because I was already feeling pretty awake before I took my pre-workout, and now I'm feeling even extra awake. But hey, now I think I'm starting to get more into the groove of wanting to go swim. But the thing is, I'm nervous that it's gonna be crowded. I know it's 7:30 right now. It is 7:29. But I would rather it not be busy and crowded, because there's only 2 lanes in that lap pool. And I don't really want to share with another person. I mean, I'm totally fine with doing that. You got to do what you got to do, but at the same time, I would rather just be able to focus on the lane that I'm in and not have to worry about other people around me. Because I'm still learning, and I don't want, like, when I'm swimming, I think I bleed into the other side, and it's hard to stay straight, so I'm trying to work on that too. So, alright, it's 7:30 on the dot. I'm about to pull up, and I'm going to play some music to really help me lock in and just rip the band-aid off and get in there. So hey, I will show some clips when I'm in there. I won't talk because it echoes in there just like before. And I will check in. Well, I'll show clips of me swimming. So yeah, we are doing the thing. It is Sunday. And part 2 of being 23 weeks out and 27. So I'm really proud that I'm at that age now too, which is kind of weird. I think it's just because I'm trying to celebrate a lot more of the small wins, and turning 27 and taking on this thing called life on top of balancing this kind of training and just everything in general. You got to be proud of yourself every once in a while, because you got to remember that, you know, you're the one doing it, and at the end of the day, only you are keeping yourself from doing things that you promised yourself you'd do, right? So let's do the thing, and I will see you guys, and I will talk to you guys after the workout. So peace.
Mirror, mirror on the wall, tell me who gon' rise and fall. I've been running from my flaws, still I'm standing 10 feet tall. Mirror, mirror, don't you lie, I can see it in my eyes. Truth gon' surface every time, even when no other
dancing with my shadow in a room full of gold, tryna count on my regrets like the stories I told. Mama said, boy, don't sell your soul for applause, but the silence louder now than a million gods.
I seen kings fall quick for a hit on a reel, seen queens trade crowns for a 6-figure deal. I don't blame them, I just pray for them. We all one mistake from the cage out the graveyard, living like a movie, but the credits never roll. They gon' crop you out the frame if you ever lose control. Talk truth, they call it hate, but the fake love louder than an 8. Every scar got a sermon in it, every L got a learning in it. I ain't perfect, I just pin it how I lived it. If the game rigged, then I still pivot. Mirror, mirror on the wall, tell me who gon' rise and fall. I've been running from my flaws, still I'm standing 10 feet tall. Mirror, mirror, don't you lie, I can see it in my eyes. Truth gon' surface every time, even when no mirror, mirror on the wall, tell me who gon' rise and fall. I've been running from my flaws, still I'm standing 10 feet tall. Mirror, mirror, don't you lie, I can see surface every time. Even when they want captions, not scriptures. They want clout, not pictures. They want pain and it filters. So I bleed through the pics like scriptures. You can't cancel what's already broken. You can't mute what's been outspoken. I spit truth with a chip on my shoulder. Got trauma in my tongue and the world getting colder. Used to pray for a check, now I check on my spirit. Cause the money don't echo when your soul ain't near. I see fake friends turn saints in the crisis, but they ghost real quick when the fame hit its highest. Still I ride for my day ones. Still I ride when the
What is up, YouTube? We did it. I am back in the car and it is currently, can you guys see that? Right now it's 10:13. I am pretty sure I was in there for about 2 hours. Way longer than I wanted to be in there. But I think that's actually what I need to do. Actually, I did not need to hit weights at the end. I forgot to mention this, but I went for the swim. I did 700 yards again in 40 minutes. How the hell are people doing over 1,000 yards in 45 minutes to an hour? What? But I am proud. 700 yards minimum for the 40 minutes. Right after that, I did a little bit of stretching and I ran 2 miles on the treadmill because I don't know if you can hear it, but it is raining out here pretty hard. Did 2 miles on the treadmill. Right after that, I went in to do some back, abs, and biceps. I did film that on my phone because I left my camera. I actually dropped my camera off in the car. Grabbed my phone, my AirPods, locked those in, hit back and biceps and abs for a good 30 to 35 minutes. So the swim took 40, the run took about 25 minutes, so that's like an hour 25, and then I hit back, biceps, and abs for another 35 minutes, 30 to 35 minutes. So that was a good like hour 45 actually. Hour 45, hour 50 of just all training. So yeah, and with that, I am done. I'm gonna wrap this up, head home. My girlfriend is making a smoothie right now that I am so excited to have. And I was gonna slam that with a good old bowl of cereal. Woo! As you can tell, I am very pumped up for a smoothie and some cereal. You know, people can be simple, and I am one of those people. When it comes to working out and stuff, I might not be as simple, but when it comes to other things in life, I'm a pretty simple guy. Now, let's reflect on that training session. How did that go? Swimming is so hard. Swimming is so hard. And I am definitely gonna be swimming on Tuesdays and Thursdays. I am definitely gonna be swimming Tuesdays and Thursday mornings. I have to, because I was able to go down and back twice before it only got to the point to where I could only go down. And I couldn't last in the water. I really couldn't last. And it got to the point to where I was only going halfway, 25 meters or 25 yards, having to take a break, take a pause, and then finish off the other half of the pool and then do it again. So I had to do it in halves of the pool. It was so hard, and it's just something that I'm gonna have to work on. That and having to do high endurance training right after. A different kind of high endurance training, which was running, which I did end up trying right after. All of it is different levels of endurance, and I think that is the hardest part about it. And I need to humble myself. I need to take a step back and be able to do swimming, running, or biking without having to do weights after. I think I just got this itch after I got done running the 2 miles where I just wanted to do pull-ups and I wanted to do weights. And when I was doing lat pull-downs, I realized that I had hit back yesterday. And I didn't even realize that until like my second set of lat pull downs. Oh my gosh. I need to just relax and focus on one thing at a time. And that is what I'm going to be doing. So that, I need to take it slow. I know what I need to do. I need to take it slow. I need to focus on, if I'm going to do one thing, I need to put my all in that. Stop trying to do it all. And I mean, I could try to do it all, but even when I was lifting weights, even when I was doing pull-ups and doing abs and doing back and biceps, my body just felt so depleted at that point, and I could feel my body. It felt like it felt detrimental to my body that I was doing all that. So after reflecting, I know what I need to do. I think when I swim on the mornings that I do swim, they're definitely going to be earlier. They're definitely going to be at 5 a.m. And I just need to be more mindful of my time, because it's 10:19 right now. And I don't want to dedicate 3-4 hours of the morning just for commute and training. I think that I need to manage my time a lot better. I did see this TikTok of a guy talking about how triathlon training really teaches you time management skills. I would say that I'm alright with time management. I learned a lot of that in college when I was working and going to school all at the same time and trying to train weights. So I do have a good sense of how to manage my time in terms of training, work, back and forth. But I need to turn it up a notch. So yeah, that's gonna wrap it up for T-23 weeks out from my first Ironman 70.3 part 2. I know T-23 weeks out part 2 came out just at the brink of the end of 23 weeks, but we still showed up, we still filmed for you guys, and I'm editing this and posting it right as T-22 weeks starts. And T-22 weeks starts as of tomorrow. So I'm back to my hybrid schedule starting this next week. I'll be back in the morning this upcoming Tuesday to take you guys on another swim and hopefully on a run or bike outside if it's nice. So to all the new subscribers to the channel, welcome. My name is Jesse, and I am officially, in this moment, I am T-23 weeks out from my first Ironman 70.3. But starting tomorrow, Monday, I will be T-22 weeks out from my first Ironman. Half Ironman. Sometimes I forget it is a half Ironman. And I am doing the one in Augusta. I totally forgot to mention this, but it's almost 10:30. What are you going to spend the rest of the day doing since you've already cooked, since you've already done house stuff, adult stuff? When I get home, I'm going to spend time with my girlfriend and just take the rest of the day to edit this video and prepare mentally and physically for this upcoming week, because I really need a reset, just like every other human being does. So this video will be out tonight, so expect that. Grab your popcorn. Just kidding. I don't think, yeah. So anyways, again, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys in a couple days. So thanks. Peace.